I think we're
Everybody-
waiting for Rachel, but I think we're, okay. Oh, she's here? Okay, I see her.
Is
I think
everybody
we're
here?
set. I believe so.
Okay. All right, so we have one person left. That's 2024269. Mark Wolf, can you state your name, spell your name, and your business address for the record, please?
Mark Wolf, WOOLF, 44 Pasture View Lane, Cranston, Rhode Island, 02921.
Okay, could you raise your right hand, please?
Sure.
Do you solemnly swear that the evidence you are about to give this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or upon the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Vicky, do you want to start?
Yes, I can. I believe that, the DocuSign has been forwarded, and I would like to bring that up as the first exhibit, if I may. Okay, in this instance, the DocuSign document was, provided to the respondent and signed. I'm not certain what that date is, but if we scroll up, we'll find it. He has signed on September 4th, 2024. So that was a more recent signed signature. And at that time, he had indicated that he had extenuating circumstances, and that is why he is here before us today. So, sir, I will turn it over to you to allow you to explain your circumstance. Although I know we have spoken, previously, just to give you the floor.
Sure.
Thank you.
I've been late for about 20 years. I have no problems, no discipline, never been in front of your board. In 2023, and I had open back surgery. It was very difficult, in and out of the hospital with an infection. And then I had open heart surgery in the March, I think it was. I have the evidence to prove it. It looks like what I did was I took my class 5 days too early for the cycle. And then we're referencing USCAP 7-hour update. It looks like I took it too early. And when I realized about it, and I spoke to Vicky, I immediately signed up with McKissick and took the 7-hour and sent the certificate in. And I have a comment after this, if it's okay. So it certainly, I was just very sick. I just had a tough time, and I thought it was so important to get my paperwork in, knowing that I'll be back in business. And that's what I did. So I just sent it in too early, which was the last cycle. So I didn't miss the class. I just sent it to the office in not the appropriate time frame. I think I was 5 days early. And so I do have it now. I immediately took the class and sent it in. So I'm asking for the fine to be waived. I certainly didn't want to damage my reputation. And I had no ability to really being in and out of the hospital was just very difficult for me. I can relate to the gentleman earlier, the first gentleman. So I guess as you get older, you get health problems. I'm just asking for some leniency to extenuating circumstances to waive the fee.
Okay, so you took, Deb, I just want to get this clear. Because can you put that complaint, the thing back up? Because I didn't get time to read the whole thing. The exhibit?
Rachel, can you please put the exhibit back up? And is this 17? Is this 17? 18. This is 18, exhibit 18.
Yeah, the DocuSign's 18.
Yep, the DocuSign. Thank you. Can you see that, or do you need it to be made bigger, or are you all set?
No, I'm good.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So I understand the issue here. So you're saying that part of the reason here is that you, one, you took it too early because you were just a little confused on the dates, but two, you've had medical issues that you've been struggling with for the past couple of years.
It was more that the medical issues, being in and out of the hospital and for the past couple of years, to make sure every time I come out, I'm on Vicodin, and I was just laying down for a while and day to day with my wife taking care of me, and then finally get up to pick up, open the mail and pick up the pieces and find out where I'm at. But it was just a very difficult time, and then it hit my mental ability for quite a while. It was very depressing, just not being able to get up and get out and to deal with, to stay on top of all this. I believe what I did, though, I took it too early, or I think I took it too early and sent it in.
Okay.
But I did take, I spoke to Vicky, I resolved the problem and took it immediately.
All right. Anybody got any questions? Jerry, Jennifer, Norris, Shauna?
None from me.
Nothing.
All right. I can say for myself, having had a heart attack and serious surgery, that it took me about 14 months, I think, to mentally get back into par. So does anybody want to make a motion to be consistent here with waiving the fee for Mr. Wolf?
I'll make the motion to waive the fee.
Somebody want to second it?
I'll second it.
Any more discussion?
May I make some comments when you're ready?
Let us
if
vote
possible?
first. Yeah.
Let us vote. All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Shauna?
I'll be a nay, just to be consistent.
Okay. And one nay, any opposed? Nope. So we're all set. So you're all set, Mr. Wolf. Your fee's we voted to waive your fee. Do you have a comment you want to make?
I do. And this is just, I wanted to make the comment after, just in case somebody didn't like my comment. But I think, when I pressed, there were several small issues. When you press click to submit all your documents, which I did, there wasn't a response that said, there's no way to, did you receive it? We assume you receive it, but maybe the appraiser has to follow up or get an email or something. So there should be some type of notification that it was received or not. So after I pressed it, waited some time, I just assumed everything's fine until I got that very difficult letter. In the letter that you send is too boilerplate, because it didn't clearly identify where the problem was. It was very boilerplate. So, for example, you either missed or didn't send some class, but not this class. So that letter that comes out, and it makes the appraiser look at it as if, hey, wait a minute, I did it. What's the problem? Actually, what really happened is you didn't receive any of the documents until I spoke with Miss Vicky. You didn't receive any documents. So then she helped me clear it up, and I resent it again and then confirmed that she received it. So I don't know where it went in internet world, but the letter would have been great if it's clearly identified where the problem was. I know you have hundreds of cases, but the boilerplate was difficult to work with. The other thing I just want to make a comment about, and I'm going to make sure all my stuff is done before January 1st of every year anyway, to make sure I'm perfectly in line. With all due respect, I don't really think the penalty fits the crime. To discipline somebody for something like this is quite damaging. The person can't train anybody. The person will be denied work from certain banks and AMCs. And for not sending, it's not like the person missed all the 28 classes. I just sent mine in too early in the cycle, or too late, too early, whatever it was. But I think the penalty is pretty stiff. I have friends that are lawyers, a doctor, and contractors. They get a reprimand or a warning, but nobody gets a discipline on their license. And I just thought maybe that's an AQB thing or ASC thing. I'm not sure, but it does seem pretty tough to discipline somebody for sending it in early. But that's only my thought, not to have a discussion. I just thought it was kind of tough. And my last comment was, I think the bias training is great. I think everybody should have it. I've never been biased, but I think the bias training should be added. As an appraiser for 20 years, I think it's good. Everybody should be aware of everything and stay on top of it. And the extra 3 hours isn't going to kill anybody. Only my thought. But thank you very much. And
Thank you, Mr. Wolf.
quality.
Thank you. Vic, do you have anything else to upload for exhibits or say? You're muted, Vicky.
That might be the indication as to where we should be, but the last one that I needed to offer is the complaint. And I would offer that as a full exhibit, which I believe would be exhibit 19.
Yep, 19.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. And then last but not least, so that the record is complete, if you will, I'm going to call Debbie Yancey as the inspector, investigator, or examiner, as they're called for licensing for appraisal matters, to the stand, if you will, just to make sure that the record is clear as to what our process entails.
Do I need to swear her in?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. Debbie Yancey, can you state your name, full name, and spelling, and your business address for the record, please?
Sure. My name is Debbie Yanosy. Last name is spelled Yanosy. My business address is 450 Columbus Boulevard, 9th floor, Hartford, Connecticut, 06103.
Could you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear that the evidence you are about to give this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or upon the penalty of perjury?
I do.
Okay. Vicky?
Okay. Ms. Yancey, could you just please state your position with the Department of Consumer Protection?
I am the real estate examiner for appraisal.
Okay. And how long have you been in the appraisal industry?
Approximately 22 years.
Okay. And are you familiar with Connecticut statutes and regulations that govern appraisal and the licensing of appraisers?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And are you familiar with the continuing education requirements?
Yes, I am.
Okay. As part of your responsibilities as an examiner, are you required to review compliance with the CE audit for appraisal credential holders in Connecticut?
Yes, every 2 years.
Okay. And can you tell us what was required for this 2022 to 2024 cycle?
For this cycle, the appraisers were required to complete 28 hours of coursework, and it must include the 3-hour Connecticut appraisal law with supervisory provisional training, 7-hour USPAP update, and 18 hours of electives, and that's it's a statutory requirement under 21A-10C.
Relative to the courses
Submission.
being
Mhm.
submitted 3 months earlier, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and let me ask this, do you have a standard procedure that you use when you initially review the CE requirements for licensees?
Yes, I do. Uh-huh.
And can you tell us what that procedure is?
Well, the licensees are supposed to upload their report, their CE certificates. I run a report to identify those licensees that did upload their certificates. And I go through that, and that's how I'm able to whittle it down to those who either did not upload the certificates at all or missed some certificates.
Okay, and how is it that the licensees are notified or instructed as to what it is they should do?
Well, they were sent out multiple emails telling them that the CE was due. It's on our website, and I believe in the appraisal law class, if they took it, it tells them that the CE is due by January 31st.
Okay, and for this cycle, were their postings on our website?
Yes. Mhm.
Rachel, can you please bring up the exhibit relative to the department's posting? Hi. Debbie, I'm going to ask you if you recognize this document that's before you on the screen.
Yes. Mhm.
Can you tell us what it is?
It is the timeline, you're going a little fast there, but it's the timeline for completion. Um, And it also
Right.
speaks about what your proof of completion is. And it also, on that link there, it gives the instructions for uploading the documents to their credential in e-license.
Okay, I'm gonna offer this as a full exhibit, which would be exhibit 20. There's no, I don't think there'd be any objections, but yeah, okay. Okay, and for this, I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Who's,
I think-
I can hear you. Who's speaking?
Oh, it was reverberating or something, I'm sorry.
Oh.
For the cycle, were the licensees considered, when were licensees considered late or non-compliant?
As of May 1st, they were considered non-compliant.
And for this cycle, approximately how many licensees were included in the CE audit?
We audited approximately 99% of the licensees,
And approximately how many licensees do you think we have?
approximately 1,200.
Okay. And as part of the audit, do the licensees affirm or attest that their coursework is completed in full at the time that they upload their e-license into their credentials?
Yes. There's actually two options. There's a yes, they completed it on time, and there's a no, they completed it, but it was not on time.
All right. And as part of the department's auditing review process, were licensees notified of the department's findings?
Yes.
And how-
If the licensee's CE certificates were not uploaded or found within our system, they were automatically flagged as non-compliant. And then the department sent them notification via DocuSign, emails, certified and first-class mail, seeking evidence of completion of their CE or an explanation or justification for their non-compliance.
Okay, and were the licensees given an opportunity to respond or to submit their coursework? You know, had they not loaded it properly or had they overlooked that requirement?
Yes, they were
Okay.
given several opportunities to submit their coursework, and notifications were sent to them on or about June 24th, July 29th, and September 9th, 2024.
Okay. Okay, and if the licensees were found not to be in compliance, did they have an opportunity to resolve this matter informally by paying a settlement fee?
Yes, they did.
And what was that fee amount?
$400.
Okay. And are the records of the department's communications kept in the ordinary course of business?
Yes,
Okay. And in those instances where a person had not indicated that they wanted, or they had extenuating circumstances and wanted to go before the commission, were they allowed an opportunity to be present at a compliance meeting?
yes, they were.
And did you attend all of the compliance meetings that were held for licensees?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And as part of your investigation or review process, did you look at the licensee's prior CE audit history?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And is there anything else that you would need to tell the commission relative to the process that the department used for this cycle or any cycle? So that the record is clear, if you needed to add anything.
No, no.
Okay, okay, thank you. I have no further questions of this witness. I have no further witnesses. I believe we have addressed all persons that were scheduled to appear before us today, other than the one that we're moving over to the November agenda.
Okay. All right, so I want to, if that's it, we're done. So I want to thank you all. If there's nothing further, we'll close the hearing and adjourn.
Debbie has
For-
her hand up.
I do have something further.
I'm sorry,
Go ahead,
I
Deb.
It's-
Okay, go ahead.
John,
He's
it's
trying to avoid-
tradition. It's tradition. Okay, so what are we doing for the November meeting? Keeping it online, correct?
Yeah, virtual.
Okay, perfect, perfect. That's all I needed to
Okay.
know.
Okay.
That's our Okay, thank you. That was it.
Jason already clarified that for us, I believe, so.
Oh, really? I
Uh,
didn't hear.
Yep, so, thank you. There's nothing further. We can close the hearing and adjourn for the day. Vicky will issue, I believe, the decisions in 90 days. As I have to read this, Vicky, of
That is
evidence being
correct.
closed.
Not me. The commission will.
Okay. For the record, it is now 12:30 exactly on October 9th, 2024 for the closing date. And thank you for participating and have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Take
See you
care,
in November.
everybody.
Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate your help.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Everybody
Anytime.
good?
Have a good one, everybody.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Jerry, you good?
I'm here. Thank you. And I'm sorry I couldn't get there on time this morning.
We were all behind.